Going on, you guys? It's KP here with another boxing prediction. This time I'm going to do the Amir versus Lamont Peterson rematch. Prior to their first fight, I picked Khan to win on points. I actually did believe Peterson would cause him some problems. I said in that video that if Peterson could walk him down and get inside, he would have success. He did walk him down, he did get inside, and he did have some success. And he won. He won the fight. The first time I watched the fight, I scored it for Peterson, but I wasn't really, I was kind of just in my head, Peterson wins this round, Khan wins. I thought Khan won most of the early rounds and Peterson won most of the mid to late rounds. I went back and scored it, and I'll be the first to admit I'm not a huge Amir Khan fan at all. I think he kind of runs away in most of his fights towards the end and just kind of wastes time if he's ahead on points, and I really don't like that. He doesn't try to finish his opponents. But that's a different story. I'm being unbiased here. I actually, when I went back and scored it, I scored it narrowly for Khan. Now, I haven't watched it again. I could go back and watch it and score it for Peterson. It's one of those fights. It's like that De La Hoya Mayweather fight. I've probably watched that fight 7, 8 times, trying to see where people may have given it to De La Hoya, and I really have never found a way to give it to De La Hoya. I've made it close, but not even draw close. This fight is probably one of those fights, it just depends on what you're looking for. I was looking for clean, landed punches, and towards about the 10th, 11th round, I had it about even, and I think that Amir Khan just finished a little stronger than Peterson, but I could be wrong. I may go back and watch it again after I do this video and pick Peterson. But in this rematch, I'm going to go with Lamont Peterson. And here's why. It took him about 5 or 6 rounds to realize that if he could get up inside on Khan, he could wear him out all day. And I think what you're going to see is this fight is maybe the first 2 or 3 rounds go to Khan, as always, because the guy's lightning quick. He's hard to time. But I think he does kind of wear down as the later rounds go on. His punch output wavers. And I think about around the 4th round, you're going to see Peterson start to dominate the fight. I could be horribly wrong, and Freddie Roach could come up with some masterful game plan where Khan just annihilates Lamont Peterson. Not willing to bet on that. Freddie Roach is a great trainer, but I don't think Khan has the fortitude to just stand there and pepper him. Here, I'll tell you something. Pacquiao and Khan have very similar styles. They're the Freddie Roach mold. They like to ambush fight. They like to circle you, come inside, let off a combination, then get back out. And the difference between Khan and Pacquiao is this. When Khan comes inside, or when Pacquiao comes inside, he's going to come inside, jab his way in, combination, get out, and if you come back at him, he's going to hit you again. Which is why he gets a lot of knockouts, because it's not that initial flurry that hurts you. It's when you come back and he plants down his back foot and turns into that straight left and knocks you sideways is when you get knocked out. And the difference between him and Amir Khan, he'll come in, he has a good jab. Well, I'll get to that later. He comes in with his jab. He's going to flurry about 1 or 2, 3, 4 punches, get back out. And if you come after him, he's going to circle away. He's not going to punch you again. That's the difference. That's why you see Pacquiao get more knockouts than you see Khan get. Let me talk about Khan's jab. I think it's just like Pacquiao's jab. I think it's like a lot of fighters' jabs that they know they have a good right hand. I don't think Khan's jab is a jab that's going to break your face in when he hits you with it. I don't think it's going to move you back off of him. I think it's just one of those jabs that he throws up in your face so he can, blind you with it. Is it effective? Yeah. Is it devastating? No. And that's why you saw Lamont Peterson get inside on him. His jab couldn't keep Lamont Peterson off. How's he going to keep him off? What is he going to come up with a game plan to keep him off? Lamont Peterson cut off the ring beautifully. Khan, most of the later to mid to late rounds, Khan was laying on the ropes like this, just taking shots. And I think that's what you're going to see for the majority of this fight after about the third round, fourth round. I think you're going to see Peterson walk Khan down, batter him to the body, slow him down, and maybe, I don't think he's going to finish him because Lamont Peterson, the big knock on him is that he doesn't have much punching power. Kind of like Tim Bradley. I think if Tim Bradley fought Khan, it would be similar. I think Tim Bradley would probably walk him down, batter him, but not knock him out. I'm going to go with Lamont Peterson by decision, but who knows? Khan could very well surprise me. I mean, he's came back before, got knocked out by Bradis Prescott, and he's actually looked really good since then. But I also believe that since then he doesn't sit down on his punches as much. I think he's too worried about getting hit, especially like the Maidana fight. When he got tagged, and I think it was the 10th round, he got on his bicycle and literally ran away. And he ran away from Khan at one point in the Peterson fight. Khan turned his back and ran away from Peterson, and that just I've lost a lot of respect for Amir Khan. I mean, he's a good fighter, don't get me wrong. He's one of the top fighters in this division, but I'm just not a big fan personally. But this is an unbiased decision. If I honestly thought that Khan would win this fight, I would say it. I think Peterson's probably cracked the code on him, probably knows how to beat him now. And Peterson, he just needs to, I think the reason I gave Khan the last 2 rounds is just because he worked harder. If Peterson just keeps up a good work rate, keeps his stamina, he has pretty good stamina. If he can cut off the ring nicely like he did last time, he'll win the fight. I mean, that's really all I got to say on this. I'm actually looking forward to it, though. I want to see if Khan can surprise me. Maybe he'll actually sit down on his punches this time and try to put Peterson out of there before it gets to the later rounds. But anyways, guys, let me know your guys' opinions. Add to the discussion as always. We've been having some really good discussions here on my last few videos. And peace.